Pepper says, are you ready to declutter another section of this hoarded basement? I know I am. It is that time of the week again. It is time to declutter another section in this hoarded basement. And last time the boys did very good cleaning up a section right here. So for today, we're going to be focusing on decluttering in this area right over here.
So as the boys are decluttering in the play area, we're going to be continuing the conversation on how to prevent your children from developing hoarding behaviors. I showed signs of hoarding disorder since childhood, since I was a little girl. But people didn't recognize that I was on the hoarding spectrum because I hid a lot of the behaviors, or they were just not recognizable as hoarding disorder in the 80s and early 90s. Now, for me, I noticed that one of my children had the same behavior starting to develop as I did as a child. So these are the techniques that I did to help him learn how to declutter, how to clean, and how to build decluttering muscles for him as a kid, helping prevent those hoarding behaviors to fully develop into a routine, into a pattern, into a personality trait. Because now he can very easily declutter, make decisions, and let go of items, things that I was not able to do at his age.
So what I do with the boys is I take a bin and I put it in between them. That way they can each look through the basket. What they're keeping, they're going to be putting on the left of the screen on the side. And what they're letting go of, they're just going to put in the front of the basket, which is the center bottom of the screen. And the boys are very good at making decisions of letting go of their own things. And if it's his brother's item, he will give it to his brother to make that decision. Now, Pepper is inspecting the first tossy pile. She approves. So what we're going to do a little differently is that the blue bin, we're going to throw the trash in. And the pink bin, we're going to do the donation pile in. That way they can start to define these categories. And in this clear bin, of course, is going to be the keep pile. So whatever they made the decision to hold on to, they're going to be putting in here. And then we're going to continue just chopping away at the pile, pulling the next bin and putting it in between them so that they can make the decisions of what they're keeping and what they're letting go of. Now, for the most part, I keep my boys' faces off of the screens just to protect their privacy. But the youngest one very much wants to be on camera, so you might see him sneak a peek here and there. Now, something that is very important in helping your child prevent any type of hoarding behaviors develop is that when you start decluttering with them, it's very important that you create a safe space for them. Allow them to be silly. Allow them to look at the different things and kind of play with them while they're decluttering. Does this take a little more time? Yes, it does. But what it's doing is it's creating an atmosphere where decluttering can be a fun experience and not something that is stressful or have anxiety because you're going to let go of something that they're not ready to let go of. And as their mama, a recovering hoarder, I am also going to make sure that my energy is calm and collected as they go through the items as well. By creating this into a positive, safe experience where they can be with their mom, what I'm doing is I am conditioning their nervous system to recognize that I am still safe if I declutter. This is a positive experience when we do this, and that I can continuously declutter in the future because I know that I'm going to have positive reinforcement and feel good about this experience. I also allow them to take the time to look through the items, pick them up, even play with it for a minute until they make the decision. So that's why it's very important that I block out this hour or two so that they don't feel like that they're in a rush. They can take their time as they go through this. The other thing I do during this time is I freely let them think and make the decision of what they're going to keep and what they're going to let go of. I don't give any cues as to what decision that I think they should make. They're free to think for their own self and make an authentic decision on their own possessions. This is maintaining that idea that this is a safe space for me because there is no wrong decision for me to make. And in this space is where they're going to start to develop that decluttering confidence because their nervous system is calm. They control the outcome of whether the item stays in the house or if it goes out of the home. And at our root, that's what our nervous system is looking for. It's looking for a predictable outcome that I have control of so that I can continue on cleaning up the space, throwing things out, and also organizing the items so that I know where my personal belongings are and that I can take good care of them. Now, if you notice that your child is holding on to trash, which one of my kids did, then at that point, we still keep it a safe space and ask them, well, why did you want to keep this? What is the value that you're seeing in this item, which is normally considered trash? Again, let them be open to express the attachment to the item. And once they've shared with you why they feel the need to hold on to something that's considered garbage, you can continue on the conversation in a very gentle and loving way. And it was at this point that I let my son know the different qualities and characteristics of what trash is, the reason why we let them go. I gave him the information. And once he had the information, you could see that it clicked inside of them that, oh, well, I guess I don't need to hold on to this. So we can start to let this go. And as we continuously built off this foundation, my son was able to let go of more and more things. And I slowly saw the behaviors of hoarding diminish to the point where he was becoming very good at decluttering.
Yeah, she's even admitted. She's not admitted in it. See?
Looking back at my childhood, I did not have any of these experiences with decluttering. Decluttering to me was a very scary event because it meant that my most favorite things would disappear on me without me knowing. I didn't know how to make a decision on how to declutter or let go. I just knew that at any random time, something could go missing in my room. And that triggered my nervous system to feel scared and anxious. So it was looking for a predictable outcome. And that predictable outcome was hiding things, hoarding more to self-soothe the pain. So once I squirreled it away, I knew that it wasn't going to get thrown out, and I wouldn't be surprised when a My Little Pony or a Barbie or a Rainbow Bright would go missing one day. It is also very important to share that I do not blame my parents for any of my hoarding behaviors either. This was a different time era in the 80s and early 90s. They had no clue that their daughter was on the hoarding spectrum and didn't know what to look for as far as hoarding behaviors. And now Miss Pepper is very happy to show you the boys' tossy pile. I kept it in the crates because it's just so much easier. You know, they got rid of a lot of stuff. This blue bin is the tossy pile, and we are going to recycle it as best as we can. It's just so much easier to just keep it in the crate and carry it upstairs. And in this pink bin is their donation bin. So we're either going to post it on our Facebook Townsgiving page or give it to a local charity. And Miss Pepper is checking out the newly opened up space in this play area. And I am very proud of my boys. I'm so proud that this is going to be so much easier for them. Now, I can't guarantee that they won't develop hoarding behaviors as adults, especially because their mother does have hoarding disorder. But at least I can maybe make it a little easier for them developing these skill sets in childhood, building their decluttering competence and their muscles. Because the next time we're in here, I know they're going to have no problem decluttering the rest of the toys because it's a positive experience for them. And my hope and my prayer is that this video motivated and encouraged you to clean, declutter, and let something go in your home today too.